Hello, everyone, and welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, a Werewolf the Apocalypse venue set in San Diego, California. In this scene, we have, Asir, has just discovered something that he didn't even know existed, that he has a husband that is not either Nick or Jesse. Um, and, uh, and he is just absolutely fucking elated by this. And he is showing his husband around the sept.
Keep following along, holding his hand.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not really. Uh, he says to him, like, explains that it's pretty big. And he'll show him. He'll walk towards the lake to show him the lake.
He'll smile and look at it.
The stars are, the stars are really pretty. Over the lake at night.
Reach up and, across because he's not that short, and touch his cheek.
He smiles.
Asir! You just hear like echoing.
Thanks.
Yeah, Asir blinks. He's like, "What the fuck?"
So there's a Darcy running at them.
So he turns around and he sees Darcy and he lights up.
So. Okay, I had an idea. Oh, hello. I don't know you. I'm Darcy. He offers his
So
hand.
Darcy, this is my husband. His name is William.
I'll smile at him.
Wait, that's not Jesse or Emil or Felix or.
Can you just not? Wow.
I'm sorry. I don't.
No.
He's just still smiling.
He
And
offers his hand.
this is my student, Darcy.
Kisses your cheek.
Darcy just stands there with his hand out like.
He'll shake it.
He shakes.
Warm to the touch.
He smiles. Okay, so had a thought. You'd probably like it.
That's dangerous. Lay it on me.
Okay, so you know how you need to talk to Gaia and everything about becoming like an elder and then starting up the tribe and all that stuff.
Oh.
Well, I remembered that Benny, my husband, he had a favor to cash in from the incarnate of Grandfather Thunder.
Hang on a second. Your husband has a favor owed to him from an incarna of Grandfather Thunder?
Yes, he smiles.
His jaw kind of drops like, what the fuck kind of fuckery is this?
William is going to talk. And you realize when William talks, everything kind of moves because he speaks so softly that you have to be quiet to hear him. And he says, I think the word you were looking for is the incarnate of Grandfather.
Yes,
He
incarnate.
He nods.
And like on top of that all, like I mean, I did become an assistant warder under Zinnia Petrova, but that's like not as big as this.
So Asir reaches out and he pats his head. He's like, I'm so fucking sorry for you. That wow. He nods. So it looks like you have a new mentor, huh?
His jaw drops and he looks at him offended.
Mister just grins.
How dare you?
Well, you rather run around with Xenia than me. Fine, okay.
I'm
Yeah, it
sorry.
is.
I was just doing what Hayden said I should do. So excuse me.
So if Hayden told you to jump off a bridge, you'd do it?
The greater good. He wipes away a tear.
You're gonna. Wow. He just shakes his head like, I can't even with you.
I really admire your students' dedication.
Dedicated he is. Absolutely.
He nods.
Okay,
You've
Yoda.
instilled in him great discipline. Hold on.
Yeah, okay. That
He did such a great job, didn't he? He just grins so big.
Seer looks at him like I'm gonna punch you in the face, Darcy.
He does little heart hands.
He does them back. It's uh,
Okay, so do you want to do that? Because, like in mythology, isn't like Grandfather Thunder like Gaia's husband or something?
Father Sky. So technically, Grandfather Thunder would be the closest thing to that. Uh huh. He nods.
Does finger guns? Pew, pew.
So
He's ready to become an elder.
I think your protege is trying to urge you into advancement.
I right now.
I mean, yeah, we can do it now. I mean, like it's not like I was saying to do it now, but we can do it now.
I mean, your urgency suggested right now.
It's not like I'm saying right now, but we could do it right now. If you really want to do it right now, we could go.
Darcy, I am going to duct tape your fucking mouth shut. Oh my god. I love you, but Jesus. Um,
Sorry, I've had a really good day, and then I was chased by spiders, so
Ugh.
I've had a really good day and yesterday. Yeah, he nods. He's just like, oh my god.
I sorta was stabbed in the lung today. I watched a
Oh.
person explode into spiders. I snuck past Cassia. So like I'm kind of a little bit on edge, I should say.
It sounds like you've had a very mercurial day.
He nods.
And now you want to summon Grandfather Thunder.
I mean, it's
As
already
one
rolling down.
does. Yeah, Stars just shrugs and says, as one does, naturally.
Right, yeah, for sure.
I mean, we have seen how this day is going. We should just keep going, right?
Let the momentum take us.
Exactly. If you're going downhill, do you try to stop midway? No, you just roll.
And that's how you end up slamming into the guardrail at the bottom of the hill, looking
Hey,
over and landing in the
but then you
lake.
got there really fast.
You, wow, your optimism, I swear.
I
Hey, and
think
we
your
can rage
protege
heal, right?
You can, wow.
So Star Eyes will
Are you
fluff
sure
him
the
up.
spiral didn't break your mind?
Star Eyes will fluff him up. Kind of like fluff up his shoulders. I was like, I have faith in you.
Well, he melts. Wraps
I
his
have
arms
faith in
around
you
him.
too. I don't know how much that means to you compared to your husband, but hey, I have faith in you too.
Thank you, Darcy. He just wraps his
William
arms
will
around
kiss his
William.
William will kiss his cheek. For good luck.
I guess summoning Grandfather Thunder has just been put on my agenda for the day.
Oh
You
yeah,
can probably. He'll
uh,
say he'll go quiet.
yeah, Benny's here too, by the way. He's kind of hiding behind those trees. He points.
He looks that way.
You see his eyes peeking out from the tree.
He waves at him. Hi, Benny.
So William will give him. He'll kind of stroke his jaw and give him a soft kiss on the forehead. Make me and the kids proud.
He bites his
And he'll
lip.
nuzzle him. And he'll give his arm a squeeze and walk off. And say, "It was lovely meeting you, Darcy. I can't wait to see you again."
It was nice meeting you too. And do you call your books kids too? Because that's what we do.
No, I mean our children. We
we have
have two children.
actual
Oh.
children.
Oh,
Remy and Colette.
okay.
He smiles. I'm actually going to go and see them. We're moving, so we've been packing up.
Give them a kiss for me.
They have 2 cheeks, and I will give a kiss to each.
Oh my god, that is adorable. I love that
And he will lean in and kiss his lips and say, "And I will steal one of these from you."
He fucking melts like a. Darcy's never seen him this way. Like
he's cute. Oh my god.
he like just yeah.
He'll go over and he'll fluff Darcy's hair.
Benny, isn't he
Like,
cute?
the tree shakes, like in affirmative. A little teapot. You get excited, you squeak.
Little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my spout.
Like tap his nose.
How about you keep your spout to yourself? He just grins.
So he'll give them both a little bow, and he vanishes. The thing is, it doesn't seem like he teleported.
He just
It just seems as though he put himself into a different time.
Darcy kind of blinks.
You saw him pull out a. I'm sorry, really quickly. You saw him pull out a like a pocket watch, and wind it, and click it, and then put it back in his pocket, and he disappeared.
Blink, 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 blink. Huh?
Yeah. So Asir for a moment just kind of watches where he was, and he seems a little sad that he's no longer in his presence. He looks over at Darcy.
Benny will creep out. Creep closer.
Benny, I love you.
He'll lay at Asir's feet, and he's in Kwame form and in Bobcat form, and he'll roll right and he'll roll left, and he'll scratch his back on the floor and paw at Asir's legs.
Asir will reach down and pet him, give him scritches.
He purrs.
Darcy lets out a little squeak of excitement. He just I love you. I love you, Benny.
He paws. He massage paws at Benny at Darcy.
He paws back,
and he's just looking up at Jeremy like, what need? Need Cullen favor?
He nods. So apparently Darcy thinks that it would be a good idea to summon Grandfather Thunder to get him to get Gaia's attention. Am I right? Like, because they're married or something? He's just like, I'm a Phyllodox of the Earth. I don't know this shit.
I don't know this. I'm just spitballing, man.
The story that will come from this day will go down in legend. Whether you survive or not.
I'll be a legend.
No, just tales of your foolery will be legendary. And he'll nod. But he'll look over and he'll say, you need to think of a location that appeals to Grandfather Thunder, Gaia, and Hayden. Obviously not on set.
No. Oh my God. No.
Such three
We
great
gotta.
spirits would be.
We gotta go. We gotta. My thoughts was we can go to Hayden right now and maybe ask him where a good place might be.
Finger guns again. That's an idea.
He just flops. Like if you want to be lazy. But he's a judgy cat.
Kind of narrows his eyes at him, like, "Hey, we need Hayden anyway." So
Just he flips his paws, like okay. And I'll look up at him and purr.
he reaches down and scratches him again.
You should go to where the earth meets the sky, in a place that is pure. And he shakes his head like, God damn it.
Okay.
So a mountain that is pure because it goes up.
Wow,
Earth meets
Dark.
sky. Bam! Done. Maybe a place with untouched snow on top? I don't know. I'm spitballing.
His brow furrows, like, what the hell? I'm the one who has to summon Grandfather Thunder. Anyway, if I were to summon Grandfather Thunder, he'll kind of think a moment. He'll kind of whap Jeremy. You have more money than God, right?
Kinda, yeah. Because I hoarded all of my money the whole time I worked. Oh yeah. Why?
Trying to figure out if we have to travel, what resources are available to us.
I have a jet.
Hmm. What about... He thinks a moment and tilts his head. Mount Whitney. Oh! Fuck. Sorry. Not a game. Good choice.
Ooh. He'll
Not
nod.
a game. I just looked at a picture of it. Sorry. Didn't know it was so big. It looks really craggy. So yeah, he nods. Nod.
He'll nod. Sounds like a good plan.
Bring coats.
This summer.
There is
Shakes his
also
head.
the chance that we may not have to rely on normal means to get there.
We could also die. He nods.
Well, there's that, but I'd rather not. I would really rather not die right now. A couple days ago, I would have been like, okay. But no, not now. I don't want to
He nods.
die.
I fully trust in my mentor's capabilities to make sure that we don't die.
He'll kind of wiggle and kind of pace a little circle. And he'll say, at the summit of the mountain, there is a, we'll stop and think, plain, small. It is not he's having trouble not speaking in riddles is his problem. There is a pool. There is a pool at the summit of the mountain. It is not, and he'll kind of like make like a point, like a tip motion. It's not like a tip. We should summon Grandfather Thunder to call Gaia to that point. And he'll nod.
Cleanse the area, make sure it's completely pure.
I highly doubt we'll have to cleanse the area, but sure.
He shrugs.
He'll look at Jeremy to see what he wants to do. He was just throwing out options. And if he has to summon Grandfather Thunder, he'd prefer to do it from someplace like that.
No, he agrees. No, he agrees. He trusts the he trusts the cat.
Meow. So now the only question is, how do we get there?
Well, we go to Aiden. I'm sure he can take us there. If not,
okay.
And he says, if not, I have a jet. Or I have a way, and probably get an orb.
That could be interesting. Me walking over to Xenia, being all like, "Could I use your orb? You know, hey."
Oh, I forgot. He does have one of those, actually. You're right. It's the Alexian told you about them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did just become his apprentice. Maybe I could be like, "Hey, what's up?"
We could also simply and hold your breath, travel there like normal people, and summit the mountain.
Darcy gasps.
He'll put out his 4 paws like they're animals and can climb better than humans can.
You're suggesting that we actually make an effort?
I'll put a paw to his chest.
He puts a hand to his chest and like puts the back of his other hand on his forehead, like.
So he'll look to Jeremy. We're not doing a target, buddy.
What?
You gotta tell me how we're getting there, man.
We're waiting on you.
And he'll whap him.
I
You need to remember, you are not my elder. I am a cat, and I am not submissive to your kind. So you, whap, whap, whap. Tell me how we're getting there.
I threw out 3 ideas.
Well, you have to pick it. This is your barbecue.
You have to choose the idea.
My preference is talking to Hayden first.
Well, then let's go talk to Hayden. Oh my God.
That's what I've been saying. Oh my God.
Start trotting. What is
Darcy's marching towards Hayden, like, bitch, let's go.
He's still sitting there like he was earlier, looking at the sun.
So Hayden gets Darcy marching towards him with everybody behind him.
Oh, look at Darcy, like, oh, you're back. And I'll
Oh yeah,
smile.
I became assistant warden or assistant warder. Gosh, those are so similar.
They are.
I'll smile.
Oh, Seer looks to him and he smiles.
Oh my. You're happy.
Extremely.
Turns his face back to the sun, smiling.
Oh.
So
It is apparently in the cards today for me to try to attain my rank as elder.
Darcy
He'll
gives
get
2
up.
thumbs up.
Yeah, he'll get up and smile at them. Okay. And he's like, okay, let's go.
So we need to go to he looks at Ben. Mount Whitney, right?
He nods.
We're going to Mount Whitney, Houston. What?
Darcy, I am going. Wow. He rubs his
I want to
temples.
dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with
Hayden
somebody.
starts dancing.
I want to dance with somebody.
You know what? Fuck it.
Simon
So does
over
the
here.
seer. The seer just starts dancing.
With
Fuck it, I don't care
somebody
anymore.
who loves me. Oh.
He'll smile at them.
So
I love you.
I was wondering if you
He'll
would
kiss
be
his
able.
forehead. I love you too.
Big eyes.
And he'll look back at this here.
Oh, he looks to Hayden and he's like, I'm
Sorry.
wondering if you could possibly take us there if we need to use mundane means of transportation or possibly asking a Petrova for an orb.
I am a spirit of wandering and finding things. I think I can get us there. He'll nod.
That's what I thought and what I was hoping for. He nods.
Yes. He'll pull them all in close. Get Benny in. Asir in. Darcy in. He picks up a chipmunk, brings it to. Holds it like it's his little baby. And then he'll just shift them to the lake at Mount Whitney. It's called, are you ready for it? Dun dun dun. Whitney Lake.
Oh no, we lost Steven.
Yeah, he's got bad perception right now. We were talking about it. So yes. You guys are at the summit lake.
Hasir looks at it.
Very pretty.
Yeah, he's taken aback by the beauty. He's just like, wow.
Yeah, he'll smile at it. Alright, I'm looking at something.
Okay.
Yay! Okay, I'm good. I'm also waiting to see if for Steven to get back.
Yes.
He'll smile at Jeremy. What has you so happy? Your heart is lighter than I've ever seen it.
Well,
He's playing with his chipmunk.
so apparently, I have a husband that I was not aware I had.
No, my.
And we have 2 children, which I had one of them, Remy. The other is Colette. And his name is William. William Star Eyes.
Sometimes I feel like I have that problem too. Will nod.
You have somebody you don't remember?
He nods.
He nods. The signs were there. Like now that I look back. And I remember Remy asking me where Lottie was when I first met him. I didn't know what that meant, but it seemed like something that I should know, but I didn't. And everything just fell into place. And everything just feels right now.
He'll muzzle his chipmunk, smiling at him.
So yeah, I am very happy.
He nods.
Which is a good turnaround from where I was even a couple of days ago.
Well, when you're missing something so important in your life, so big, it's understandable that it would be disconcerting. Benny is basically just kind of sitting there like, woo, and like kind of poking around and trying to figure out if this is a good place to summon Grandfather Thunder. And it's so pretty and clean and pure and nice. He's like, yes, I picked right. Yes.
Steven gonna get to come back?
But I'm asking. I can keep going either way, but.
Oh yeah.
Or I can keep going and he can rejoin on his phone.
There he is.
Yeah.
I had to go on my phone.
Yeah, I imagine. So after a bit, Benny will trot over. And so this fucker, because he's a little fucking secret keeping cat, it doesn't say anything. It's just gonna actually fucking summon Grandfather Thunder while they're talking.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Little fucking secret
awesome.
keeping cat is like, meow meow, meow meow, meow, come on, I'm so pretty, you love me. Just as they're talking, okay, Grandfather Thunder, come on. Yeah, the blah, 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 they're holding a dick in their hands, and I'm summoning Grandfather Thunder. So yeah, he basically just he phones a friend and connects with Grandfather Thunder and is like, "Hi, here, I'm on a mountain. Come see me."
So yeah,
Yeah. Darcy's over here like, okay.
They may not even realize he's doing it because he's just bouncing around. Basically, what he's doing is he's bouncing around, and what they notice is that he's bapping rocks into other rocks. That's what it looks like he's doing. He's just bouncing around and bapping rocks into other rocks. What they don't realize is it's making a lightning sound. Like it's making like sound. So
oh yeah.
He's doing that to get Grandfather Thunder's attention.
He got it.
He's still in his kitty form.
He got it. Grandfather Thunder arrives in all of his glory.
So like lightning's all around them, and then like Darcy's like, "Oh crap!"
First clouds roll in, and then the wind starts howling, and then you hear thunder claps and lightning cracks, and yes, Grandfather Thunder has arrived.
This bitch of a cat runs over to him and leaps up in the air like he's his favorite kitten.
Yeah, he opens his arms and catches him and fucking pets him and nuzzles him.
He boops his face and he's like, "I love you."
Asir is like, his jaw dropped, like, holy shit.
Darcy like
he's like, yeah.
Darcy like edges closer to him. He's like, "Hi," and he like has the sweetest smile on his face to Grandfather Thunder.
Grandfather Thunder looks at Darcy. Grandfather Thunder looks at Darcy and he's like, "I remember you."
Hi. His hair standing on him.
It's okay. You don't have to pee your pants. I'm not.
Darcy licks, Ben will lick his nose. Like, hi.
He smiles. He boops his nose with his.
Darcy's wiggling.
Asir is just shaking his head like, am I really witnessing Grandfather Thunder pet cat? Wow.
You know what Darcy does? Darcy lowers his head to Grandfather Thunder so he can pet his fluffy hair.
He does, because he's a little child of lion, so he pets him. He'll reach out, he'll scratch his scalp.
Yeah, Hayden blinks like.
Asir looks at Hayden like, was this what normally is supposed to happen? Like, what the fuck?
So Ben will press his forehead to Grandfather Thunder's.
He'll say to him, "What do you need of me, little cat?"
"I need you to call your wife for us."
His brows go all the way up to his fucking hairline. Like
Darcy puts his hands together and laces his fingers together, and then he looks at him with the biggest eyes. He's like, "Please."
He growls, "Our associate." He found a nice word. Hand of Asir needs to speak with her.
I see. Regarding what?
The elevation of that ancestor spirit. He'll kind of poke his back paw in that direction over there. That wolf spirit wants to become a tribal totem.
He looks at Hayden, kind of goes over to him.
Hayden looks back.
You are different.
I have had an interesting existence. He'll smile.
He nods. He thinks for a moment.
Lost for a very long time. And I don't like others to feel that way.
I'll nod. And you are wanting to head a new tribe, yes?
Bob his head.
I think a new tribe might be a good idea. Not up to me, of course, but if you do become a tribal totem, we will be speaking with each other again, I'm sure.
He smiles. The cat is draped around his shoulders like a fucking stole, by the way.
Darcy's just right beside Grandfather Thunder, just wiggling him, so happy.
So, Grandfather Thunder takes a look around the area that they're in. He backs off his clouds and lightning, let the sun pass through. He goes over to the pool of water and he scoops some up in his hands. And he very carefully sprinkles it on the ground. Patting his hand over the soil. Saying softly, "My love, I am in need of your presence. I humbly request that you manifest to me." He closes his eyes, still patting the soil. Pouring all of his love for her into it.
A tendril to a vine will wrap around his ring finger.
He smiles.
And then it'll basically kind of wrap his hand like a hand, like wrapping around his, as flowers and life begin to bloom in the lake's vicinity.
He smiles and he looks.
And basically, he can feel like kind of a counter tug, like, help me up.
Yep. Oh, he'll stand up and help. Tug.
And she will pull herself from the ground.
He just lights up.
And
like, you know, an
she'll
air of static
yawn.
electricity around him. And
She'll yawn and kind of cover her mouth with the back of her hand and shake her hair, which sounds like the rustling of leaves. And blink.
Darcy gulps.
Sears
She's
just
not
has fucking deer in the headlights look like, holy shit.
she's not terribly large. She just has a grandness to her. But she's not taller than Grandfather Thunder. And she has very full hips and breasts, what some would call curvy.
Yep.
And she's wearing basically kind of like the foliage itself is kind of not covering her, but accentuating almost her features. And she'll just smile softly with so much love. The cat falls off his shoulders and curls up and purrs. And Hayden just blinks.
Darcy just kind of like lays next to Ben and just kind of looks up, and he's just like he just has that beautiful warm smile he normally does, waiting on Jeremy to talk.
Asir's holding on to Hayden, like, I don't even know what to do now. There's fucking Gaia and Grandfather Thunder.
Hayden will touch his cheek and say, "It's up to you now."
So
This is your challenge.
Grandfather Thunder squeezes Gaia's hand and looks over at Jeremy. Jeremy takes a deep breath and he steps forward. Mother Gaia, I have a request of you. There is a new tribe of Garu forming. And this being wishes to be its totem. And I would like for you to accept him as one of your totems.
She kind of spreads her hand out, and the water of the lake ripples, and you see all of the other totem spirits. Falcon and Uktana and Fenris and all of the others.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the sense of where is the void he's filling? What is he doing?
The tribe is called the Wardens of the Lost, providing a place for anyone who feels as though they don't belong anywhere else to find peace, solace, a sense of community and family. Our purpose is to guide anyone who seeks help from us to a path that suits them, no matter where that might be. For it is not us to judge anyone's path.
She furrows her brow and tilts her head. The rest of the totem spirits fade, like ripple away, and Unicorn strides forward. And she tilts her head, like, is Unicorn not good enough? And then also, like, he notices that Rat will kind of crawl off of Unicorn and bounce.
He thinks.
Hayden will chew his lip.
Darcy's looking over towards Unicorn now.
She sits down. She'll sit, like, kind of cross-legged and, like, lean back a little bit, like, basically sunning herself and waiting. She doesn't seem as though she's ready to rush him.
Darcy looks to Jeremy.
I'll look to him.
It's like Jeremy gets the sense that Darcy's relying on him.
Yeah, he knows.
Hayden will walk over to him and from behind, like, squeeze his shoulders. As if to tell him to relax, not think so hard. Think from his heart, not his head.
He closes his eyes. And takes a deep breath. It's not that the other totems, unicorn, rat, even cockroach, aren't good enough or don't already serve some sort of the same purpose as we do. It's we're adding to it and providing a bit more than what they might have to offer. Well, another thing that we are also doing is aiding in the fight against corruption in general.
That piques her interest.
The Garu litany has changed. It's no longer focusing heavily on the worm. It's more focusing on corruption, no matter where that comes from. Because the worm is necessary to have balance. We don't want to eradicate it.
Darcy looks over at Gaia, a very soft gaze, and he just touches his heart.
She looks back.
A tear will just kind of roll down his face.
The new words, the new tenets of the litany, especially oppose that which corrupts and respect the interconnected balance of the triad, are very, very important to me and to the new tribe.
She reflects on that. She looks at Grandfather Thunder.
He looks back to her.
She's in quiet communion with him. The water ripples and shows Whippoorwill. And Whippoorwill trying to come close to the other totems. And like essentially there's a question as to how the warders see that.
We have taken in the Black Spiral Dancers. The warden has stated that he will accept Whippoorwill and his brood so long as they are willing to be cleansed of their corruption. And the Black Spiral Dancers will remain a camp within the Wardens of the Lost.
She tilts her head.
Darcy's still looking at her.
My student, Darcy, he points to him. He danced the spiral because he wanted to help change the way the nation saw them. He wanted to help from the inside, which I supported and honestly admire him for. And he very much feels, correct me if I'm wrong, Darcy, but he very much feels like the Wardens of the Lost are the right place for those who don't necessarily agree with the ideals of the corrupted Black Spirals.
He nods. We just want a home, a family, love. Everybody deserves to feel hope.
I believe that the Wardens of the Lost are the breath of hope that the nation needs. Because even unicorn, rat, cockroach are growing weary and tired. Some of their followers aren't doing the things that the tribe originally intended. I think they need the inspiration as much as anybody else.
As I breathe, I will hope.
Sarah will nod. This is our tribe's motto. As I breathe, I hope.
She tilts her head. Thinks deeply for a moment. She takes a breath. And she'll get up and she'll walk around for a bit. as though she's playing out scenarios in her head and considering what they've said. She'll look at Hayden for a bit, kind of soak him up, thinking about him. And she'll look at Grandfather Thunder for a bit, kind of soak him up and think too. And after a while, she'll walk over to Hayden and kiss his forehead and shake her head no. And step back. And look to us here.
Seer tears up. Looks to her.
She's watching him. Now the both of you can make me perception empathy rolls.
Yes, please.
Can you roll mine, please?
Yes. Yes, Queen.
I think I have like either 6 or 7 dice.
I can roll it. We roll in dice roller 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll you at 6.
Wow.
What?
Discord really fucking hates me.
What'd you get?
I didn't.
What?
No successes.
Dang. Darcy.
You can also you can remake it at 1 higher difficulty. Am I rolling for you or are you rolling?
I need somebody to roll for me.
I gotcha. Hold on. Darcy has 3 successes.
I don't think heightened senses affects empathy rolls.
No. Unless you're reading emotions, but I doubt.
No.
Yeah.
Were you gonna re-roll at a higher difficulty or just?
Oh, yeah, I can reroll.
Yes, you can.
If not, Darcy got plenty of successes.
I would highly recommend you.
Oh, that's much better. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Hey,
Yes.
She's fucking testing you. You came here speaking of hope and of all of this stuff and blah 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 and lost, and if all you do is start crying and all the devastation when she says no, well, you're not really showing the tenets of your tribe now, are you?
Yeah.
Right?
Darcy
Yeah.
stands up.
Yeah, so Asir just kind of like blinks back his tears like, no, fuck this. He looks to Darcy.
If he's not suited to be a totem now, then we will prove his worth. Because I believe in him. I believe in what we stand in.
As do I. I wholeheartedly believe in what we're doing and the purpose of the tribe, and that we are the hope that the nation needs. Whether you accept that or not, it's not going to stop us. We are going to keep doing the work that we've been doing.
Everyone deserves to feel important. Everyone deserves to feel something. No one deserves to disappear.
Now, am I saying our tribe is perfect? No, I'm not. No tribe is perfect. But I believe that we add something that other tribes either tried and didn't quite convey or just stopped doing for some reason. And it's no through any fault of their totem, but
the most important thing is we love you. And we want you to be safe.
we do.
We all live with you.
So, as all this is going on, Grandfather notices something that I'll text you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, Asir agrees with Darcy. Yes, we
Yes.
only have the best interests of you in our hearts. We want to save you. Make sure that you continue to grow and thrive for another millennia or more.
She smiles.
Grandfather Thunder just gives the very subtlest smirk.
And then Darcy just looks over towards Gaia and he gives her the sweetest, most breathtaking smile. Like, you know how Darcy has like that heart of gold, that oh my god, you just melt apart smile?
So she walks forward and she'll walk up to Asir. Finally, her fucking mouth opens and she speaks.
Yay!
Yay!
I am not the one who ascends the totems. Their followers are. And she'll smile.
Darcy smiles.
Dear nods. He looks over at Hayden.
And he just has a quality about him. It's just this glow and gleam. That shiny little totem badge.
Yeah, so Asir fucking goes over and hugs Darcy.
He hugs him back.
It'll be a hard road ahead of you. Your tribe may be small, as all tribes once were. But your totem has earned his place among the ranks, I feel. And she'll walk over to her hubs there and wrap her arm around his waist. What did you see?
He nods. And he wraps his arm around her. He has. I'm happy to work alongside him.
So she'll motion towards the pool with Hayden and smile at him. Then he'll walk over to it and kind of put a foot in. And he'll go in.
Darcy will run and just squeeze his hand for a second first before he disappears.
He'll squeeze it. Then he'll look back at Asir.
Yeah, Asir comes over too. He just wraps his arm around him and kisses his cheek.
He'll give him a kiss on the forehead. Now that you found your way, try not to get lost again. He'll say softly.
He nods. I won't.
And he'll just step in. And you'll see where all of the other like totem spirits were in the water, like rippling. They all kind of make their respective happy noises.
Mm.
And a very beautiful, large white wolf will kind of bound out and join them.
Dear shivers.
Like Hispo type, like big wolf, and he'll look back at them and bow his head.
Dear will bow his head.
Darcy will bow his.
And Gaia will smile. And then look up at Grandfather Thunder.
He looks back to her.
Well, if the Glasswalkers can change their tribe every 100 years or so, she'll shrug.
Yeah, he nods. He's like, yeah, don't have any arguments there.
You remember that one time those people tried to follow Otter? She'll shake her head. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about no. Shake her head. No.
He shakes his head like, nope.
No.
So Grandfather Thunder will kiss her the lips.
She'll kiss him back. Not in front of the children. Stroke his
Seer just smiles like, ah.
Darcy does something adorable and he gives Gaia heart hands.
She gives it back.
He just like does this very light squeeze. She's like, I can tell people she gave me heart hands.
She'll laugh and she'll say, I have a gift for your father. Come here.
He bounds forward.
And she'll open her hand and there's a seed in it. A little tiny seed. Like a acorn.
He'll open up his hand and to take
She'll
it.
drop it in it.
And he'll look up at her.
She'll give him a kiss on the cheek.
He smiles sweetly at her. Thank you.
Of course. Tell your father to go and take that to the hive that he wishes to turn to Karen and plant it on the earth there.
He nods. His finger lightly strokes the seed.
And she'll look at Asir.
He looks back.
You stray so far from my light sometimes.
He nods. I know. But I always find my way back.
She'll give him a look.
But I don't plan to do it.
And she'll smile.
I found what I've been missing.
Oh.
Mm.
What was that?
Star. Which now that I think about it is fitting, as stars have always been a theme with the Wardens of the Lost. He just smiles to himself.
She'll walk over to him and kiss her forehead.
He smiles.
And she'll go back over to Grandfather Thunder and wrap her arms around him.
He wraps his arms back. So
I
good.
think you and I have a brood to breed. And she'll nibble his neck playfully.
We do.
She'll pull him.
He fucking goes. As Sears' brows go up, he looks at Darcy like, oh my.
Well, that happened.
And she'll leave with Grandfather Thunder to go help Hayden out with that brood. And Ben just looks up.
So we didn't die.
We still haven't gotten off the mountain.
Oh,
And
true.
the person who got us up here left.
Sear goes over and looks in the pool.
Such a beautiful lake.
Uh-oh.
Darcy just shifts the fucking cat and starts walking. Like, fuckers didn't think this through, I swear to God.
He's a totem.
Darcy shifts to Lupus. And he's like,
hey, he's a totem spirit now. We can summon him.
Just walk down the mountain with your prissed feet, will you? Just bounce. Sorry. Okay. God, Penny is so aggro with fucking werewolves.
So he looks, he pulls his phone out of his pocket to see if he has any fucking signal on the mountain.
God, no, you don't have signal.
you don't have signal on the mountain? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was worth a shot though.
Darcy's already going with Ben. Like, he's walking side by side with Ben. Like, it was his challenge.
Figure out how to get off, bitch.
Crosses his arms. He closes his eyes and tries to see if he can connect with Hayden because he's been able to do it that way before, telepathically.
Gonna have to try a little harder. You gotta go on your rite of passage, sir.
No, he was supposed to accept him with all of his renown and junk.
Yeah, he is. You're still gonna go on your rite of passage.
God
Remember,
damn it.
he even said it. So right now he's still tribeless.
God damn it. He's gonna call out for his fucking husband.
No, not that.
Help me, Time Lord.
Dr. Who?
Benny will look back at him like, you fucker, you're an elder now. Come on.
No, I'm not
Good
an elder.
Lord.
I'm not an elder until Kieran says I am.
Just shake his head.
Darcy
But
rolls his wolf eyes.
He begrudgingly shifts to Hispo and walks down the fucking mountain.
No, Benny will help him down. Only fucking cause him to crash once or twice.
Asshole.
Oops, down the mountain. What I love is that these two fucking ascended the spirit and they still have to rite a passage. That's the best part.
Yep.
So he boops down the mountain and he's like, we're fucking by almost the middle of the state, so let's figure this out. Now that you are off the fucking mountain, you got your powers back.
How do we exactly do a rite of passage, like, with somebody who's never been in the tribe before? Do we just like summon Hayden at one point?
Father, Jesse smacks Darcy like,
oh, that's right.
Christ.
But
This isn't him.
Okay, I didn't really have a lot of things on my previous sept. Don't judge me.
Judge you so hard.
I love you. I love you. He licks his face.
He'll sit down. Now he'll look at us here like, now what do we do? That there's signal again.
So, he's gonna do. Gonna call Tolia.
He'll say, what do you want?
Can you send me your orb, please? We got stuck on a mountain because, I succeeded in getting Gaia to accept Hayden as a totem, but then he had to go bye-bye, and that was how we got here. So, we don't have a way to get back.
Oh yeah, don't mention me at all. I'm not important.
I said we.
Darcy playfully huffs.
Oh, you don't know me so bad.
I know.
The orb boops to him.
Squeeze. While he's still on the phone with Talia, you squeeze.
Was your ankles hurting?
Yeah.
Fuck off, Darcy. Leave
He
your
grins.
Here. So he says to Tolia, "Thank you, Daddy,"
You're welcome.
and he hangs up. Oh, before he hangs up, he's like, "I actually need to talk to you, so I will return this to you in person." And then he hangs up.
Darcy just looks at him like, heh. Yeah, not Darcy, I'm sorry. Well, whatever, they're married. The same name.
They're the same
Just looks
person
at him
now.
like, yeah, same person. Ben just looks up at him. He'll give him a chirp. Like a begrudging chirp.
Reaches down and pets him. Scritch, scritch, scritch.
Purrs.
Big cat.
The orb appears.
And yeah, he takes the orb and it's like, okay, everybody join hands. We're gonna sing Kumbaya and will ourselves back home.
Jesus loves the little children. Now you see why Ben doesn't sing. Now you see why Ben doesn't sing.
Why don't we just sing the song of our people, Ben? Hakuna Matata.
Oh my god. So with that, dear, make sure everybody's
Let's sing
touching.
the song of the. Let's sing of the song of your former tribe, the Fenrir. Row, row, row your boat gently across the sea. Merrily, 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 a Viking we will be.
He laughs his ass off. Oh my god, that's funny. Um, so yeah, he will fucking orb them back home.
So, is Darcy going to go give that fucking acorn to his father?
Yes, he is.
Sir will go with
Can you
him
play
because
Nate for a minute?
Nate, yeah.
Yes.
I was actually gonna ask if he could be there.
Ash Queen.
Okay.
Remind me if that hive is occupied or not, or whether it's just the salted fucking earth.
It was still lightly occupied. I can say that yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Cameron took care of that. Pretty sure.
Cameron's been taking care of that.
So yes, it was lightly occupied, but it wouldn't be anything he wouldn't have been able to.
You know what? He's gonna take the Thanos route. You can either join me or die.
Yeah, okay, that works.
So
He probably
Darcy bounds up
he probably had about 75% that died.
You know what? Guy can sort him out. So, Darcy.
Darcy is
Right.
bounding up to his dad.
Who smiles?
Nate's overlay.
Huh?
Hang on, I'm still looking for Nate's overlay. Where the fuck is it?
By the way, when he gets close, Jeremy or Alastair will look at Jeremy and then look at himself and then look at Jeremy and then kind of look back at himself and like something reflective and kind of furrow his brow. I never noticed how similar you and I look.
Jeremy does the same thing. He's like, wait, whoa, that's he?
Are we? I don't think so. Scottish.
Do you have any Christiansons in your family?
I have a really sassy answer for that, which probably isn't appropriate in front of my child.
That's
You didn't
fair.
even know about me for a while. Oh, I didn't even know about you for a while.
But I'd like to, he says.
No. Probably aren't related, but yeah, wow.
I think once the blood is pure enough, you just all kind of start looking alike. He'll nod.
That's
Okay,
fair.
but like, I know that you're related to like this guy named Felix, and like Emil.
He does nod.
Emil was kind of like he was there when I was born and stuff.
How
Yeah,
far
and
And he
is
looks like
reaching?
Emil.
and Emil and Reese were cloned from me.
Always in awe of your optimism. He just looks at Darcy.
Right
He
though.
grins.
Right though.
We're
He is
practically twins. I look back at
he
Jeremy.
right? Yeah, he just holds his arms out like, come here, give me a hug.
He'll hug him. He'll pick him up. He'll spin him and give him a kiss on his cheek.
No.
So, first off, Gaia gave me heart hands.
He'll fan himself.
Second off, she gave you a gift. She said, put this in the hive that you're going to have. And he hands the seed to him.
Blink at the acorn. What?
Like, you're supposed to bury this in the hive that we're going to be, like, taking over.
And then what?
I don't know. That's all she said.
Said to plant it.
He'll look
imagine.
over at Nate like,
Yeah,
he's
so-
gonna hold
so
it
Nate-
up like, te fuck.
Nate holds his hand out for the acorn, as he has a urge. Like, that came from a spirit. Gimme.
The and he'll smile and hand it over. Just an acorn. Petey acorn.
Like, he shrugs. Like, it's just a acorn. But if it came from Gaia, and she said to plant it in the
Hive.
the hive that we're cleansing, then I guess we should do it.
He gonna get his keys out of his pocket? Like, let's go.
Jeremy is absolutely tagging along.
I'm going too.
He'll go to the gardening shed and grab one of the little spades out.
That's adorable.
Like, okay. And he'll go. And he'll kind of
Morgan's going with.
he'll grab Jeremy. They'll do carpool karaoke in the fucking car.
Yes, absolutely. Uh-huh.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Alive.
Wanna rock and roll all night. Party
And party every day.
I wanna rock and roll all night. And party
And party
every day.
every day.
So he'll fall into this fucking close to where the sept is, the hive, the what the fuck, his mess. The mess he's been cleaning up the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll just kind of wander in aimlessly, like, the fuck we doing?
So my suggestion
Yeah.
that
That's what I'm looking for. I look at him like, that's what I was about to ask for.
let's go plant it near the heart of the soon-to-be cairn. Like calling it a
Did
hive.
we ever figure out where that was going to be?
Around the area, there is a partial underground place. He walks over to it right here.
It's a fucking tree. It's an acorn, man. I'll just look at him like, fucking underground, it's an acorn.
Maybe the whole place will turn into a tree. Maybe it'll just be like a tree sept.
It's gonna be the Elder Grove. He nods.
Jesus Christ.
It's a magic.
I'll
It's from
go
Gaia. I
near-
don't even find.
Well, near the fucking hole, not the hole itself. It's a tree. He'll just dig a little hole like, I don't fucking know what we're supposed to do with this. And dig. He'll kip it in there. Cover it up.
Nate will help too, as he's going to be beta of the sept.
Do we like put gnosis in it? Like
Jeremy shakes his head. He's like, she just said to plant it. She didn't say to do anything else.
Yeah, but
Does anybody have like a watering pail? Do we like water it? He's just looking at the dirt.
Cameron
So
can't help it.
what Jeremy actually does is he goes over and he puts his hands on the mound of where the acorn has been planted and channels his mother.
Laster will tap his lip.
Darcy goes over, places his hand on the mound, and he thinks for a second.
We're all
What did-
touching the mound of Gaia.
God, why did you have to say that?
Nate shakes his head
Freya is
and
his
Jeremy snickers.
Duh.
I mean, could we like say our kind of motto thing? I don't know. Worth a shot.
Laster being the fucking alpha of the fucking sept makes the executive decision and channels a fucking point of gnosis into it like a smart person.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So does
No, you aren't wrong.
so does Nate.
Darcy does the same.
And so does
it
a
will-
seer.
It will grow faster than you fuckers probably expected, actually.
Darcy freaks out.
Yeah, Nate even takes a step back, and Jeremy's like, "Oh fuck, holy shit!"
Essentially, any trace whatsoever of this having been a hive just vanishes as growth just springs out in the area and essentially just clears and cleanses the land.
Wow.
And
This is like
there is a very beautiful, strong, large
Johnny froze.
Dang it. Well, they're living inside a big tree now. Well, the roots of a tree.
Nate might not have been wrong about Elder Grove.
Right? Darcy's over here going, I like the sept, just so you know.
Right.
Are we gonna be like elves over here and start like making like lights in the tree roots? Do 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 do.
So yeah, Nate and Nasir both just kind of look in awe of this happening, like, "Oh, okay." And Nasir's like, "Yep, that's what happens when you get gifts from Gaia herself."
It's the Elder Grove.
Right.
Sorry, where was I?
So
The Elder Grove.
yeah, like you're saying that everything was cleansed and Starting to describe what was actually growing.
Yes, it's a very large oak tree.
Elder
A
growth.
very large oak tree. Basically springs up with the energy of a Karen heart.
Oh well.
With
Uh
with Hayden as its totem.
so it's your
And-
squeeze.
Yes. So the thing is that Alastair will grab Nate
Uh-huh.
and he's like, it's like my wife, if I had one, suddenly went into labor and now the baby's here.
He nods.
So the first thing he does is he howls for the claimant of alphaship of this sept and deeds it the sept of Warden's Reach.
Okay, that's done.
Name's Nate is beta.
And
Yay, good.
Nate, affirms that he will be the beta of the Sept of Warden's Reach.
And he will call for he'll call like beep beep phone for the fucking
Morgan's
order.
there, by the way.
Now, order now.
Morgan's waving. Hey, I'm right here.
The order. You're the worm foe.
Oh, right.
So yeah, I don't have a new overlay for Gogol, unfortunately, but he
Yeah,
shows
whatever.
up.
He just needs them to get there.
Yeah, he'll show up pretty fast.
So yes,
because he now has a Sept to protect.
Yeah. Wee.
In the meantime, he was filling in at the Sept of the Midnight Sun, but
And his wife probably comes with because she's the den parent.
Yes, she comes with. And Alastair, after a bit, will basically just kind of, once everything starts to kind of calm down and all that good stuff, he'll just flop near Jeremy like, Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't expect that to happen. That's not what I thought would happen.
Jeremy wraps an arm around him and he's like, "Yeah, that surprised me as well." And wow,
I thought there was going to have to be a Karen building and things and junk and stuff, and now suddenly there's an Insta Karen, and I don't know if that happened.
That's what happens when Gaia herself gives you a gift.
He looks like he's trying not to cry.
So Nate sits down on the other side of Alastair and just kind of rubs his shoulder. Like, okay, we're okay. Wow, that was like anything I've ever seen before. And Kieran and Saoirse both in the pack link felt Nate's like sheer and utter surprise and just like, what the fuck?
He just shakes his head.
And Jesse and Grima would have felt that from a Sears ball.
Oh my!
Yeah, Grima's like, what?
Yep.
But yeah, Darcy's over here going like, well, that is a thing that happened and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it happened today.
You know, when I said we were just going to keep rolling down the hill, I'm glad we did it that way.
Right, though.
He looks over at him like he doesn't know what he's talking about, but he understands.
So he looks over at Alistair. Jeremy does. He's like, "You have a Sept now."
He'll nod. Yep. Do.
And Nate takes a deep breath. I'm a fucking beta.
Yeah.
Oh, the Sept.
Beta.
I've been beta of a pack for a while, but God.
Yep. He'll just nod.
He leans against Alistair like,
Leans against them like, we weren't ready for this.
So you want to go on your Advent challenge yet?
I thought, no, well, so someone said that it would not be a good idea for me to leave the Sept vulnerable but it's not really my sept anymore, is it? Holy shit. Still gotta help,
So,
but yeah, I'm still gonna wait until after that fucking Silver Fang threat is dealt with because I need people to come with me. I am not going to Australia by myself. No, no, no.
oh my god. It just, Alastair looks like he could drink. He doesn't drink. He never drinks.
So
He looks
Nate
like he
pulls
could drink.
Nate pulls his flask out, and you know that the best Irish whiskey lives in that flask.
Yeah, he just holds his hand up like, no, I'm good.
He shrugs, knocks back a long fucking drink.
Morgan and I don't drink.
He nods. I respect that. Asir waves. I don't either anymore.
You just drive other people to drink, Jeremy.
He shrugs. Probably.
He'll lean back up against the oak tree that's the Karen heart, like, oh god.
See,
Wow.
I'm learning from the best. Darcy smiles to Jeremy.
Oh, how are you not more dramatically fucked up?
He goes over to Darcy and he hugs him so tight. He's like, yes, just my baby.
Mm. Mm.
I am teaching him so
Love
well.
my son so much. I love my son so much. Just nods.
So I suppose I need to go see your packmate. He looks at Nate. Tell him that I have completed the terms of my elder challenge. Nate nods. I'm gonna stay here and drink. Leans back against a tree.
Well, Gogol fucking worry about the sub security, right? I'll just nod.
Aye, that's what he's
Then he
for,
grabs
isn't
his
it?
cheeks. No, he grabs his cheeks and fuck.
What?
We don't have a right master. Oops.
I thought it was gonna be Will Morgan.
Who? Thank God.
My fucking
My
father,
kisses.
my fucking
He
father-in-law. I
fucking
thought.
full on kisses him on the mouth.
Oh my god, that takes him by surprise.
Thank you for reminding me.
Morgan just growls a little bit. He turns his back and just kind of starts stomping off a little bit.
Not even my type. He's not even my type.
Nate gets up and goes after Morgan, and he's like, "Dude, I think that was just more out of appreciation than anything else." And I
I
don't.
have to act pissed, okay? Once in a while.
All right, fine.
As
As long as
was
you're not.
actually gonna kiss anybody other than it would be Jeremy. He just pouts. Oh, somebody please get Will Morgan. We need him. And I'll just make sure that happens.
Nate calls him.
Yeah, I'll be around. He'll come. He'll say he's coming.
He bites
I
his lip when he says
believe
that.
this man. I believe he needs this man.
He does. Jeremy is going to bid everybody adieu, and he is going to go find Kieran.
He's drunk.
Oh, of course he is. That's fantastic.
He's so drunk. I'll look up at him.
He smiles so big.
Yeah, Darcy followed with, so he has actually somebody to prove to it.
Okay,
As a second
that's
person saying,
totally fine.
What are you doing in front of me? Why'd you bring the alpha with you? Because I've seen two of them.
So, wow, you are drunk. Can you like do your Fiata magic and sober up a minute, please? This is kind of important.
So important. that I can't have the mother's love flowing through me.
I completed my elder challenge.
Oh shit!
Gaia gave me heart
Yeah.
hands.
I didn't want you to become an elder, so I gave you a nigh impossible elder challenge.
Yeah, well, I completed the impossible. Hayden is now a totem. The Wardens of the Lost are a legitimate tribe, and they have their own cairn thanks to Gaia.
You know, giving people impossible challenges isn't always the best way to go. That's what Zay thought. That's what Z thought he was doing for me, and then here I am, assistant warder.
Oh
He gestures.
shit! He'll get up and go over to a tree and take a long piss. And fucking drain his fucking core of like all liquid. And he'll take his fucking lupus form. And he'll howl out this fucking bastard is a fucking elder. God help us all.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God fucking help us all. And then he'll flop down in lupus. And he'll say, I'm proud of you. Man. He'll thumbs up in Hamid. He'll shoot the Hamid and thumbs up.
Thank you.
Now you run off and you do whatever it is you do.
I'm gonna go home to my husband and children. He nods.
Okay.
He looks at Darcy. He's just beaming.
Darcy's beaming right back to him, and he's just like, I still can't get over she gave me heart hands. I'm just so happy.
He just grins and he just hugs him. He's like, oh my God. So I'm gonna go rest, and then tomorrow I'm gonna see about doing my rite of passage and becoming Warden of the Lost.
You're going to rest? He puts a hand on his forehead.
I miss my husband. I'm gonna go rest.
Rest. Okay.
Right? He just grins and he's like, well, I am the son of Freya.
He shakes his head.
And I think with that, we could probably end our scene.
Yes.
So, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And thank you, STs, for STing. This has been another episode of Up to the Howling Winds. Bye bye.